This man never expected that what started as a simple walk down the road, like any other day, would end with a wild crab blocking his way. Naturally, Jack wouldn't pass up such a gift from nature, fresh ingredients delivered right to his feet. That night, they feasted on crab for dinner. Just a short while ago, after the old man had sent Jack back to the village, he went straight to the general store to turn in his quest. Among the mithril ores he brought back, there was also a small piece of mithril magic ore mixed in. The moment the shopkeeper, John, saw it, his eyes widened in shock. That was a legendary mineral, just a few chunks of it could power an entire nation's supply of magic stones. Jack was stunned when he heard that, but John only sighed. Jack might have talent when it came to gathering materials, but when it came to common sense, he was completely clueless. So John suggested that Jack travel to Balukum, a city dozens of times more prosperous than the village. There, he could get information, join the Adventurers Guild, and sell all sorts of items for a good price. Jack liked the sound of that. That night, back at the inn, he started researching everything he could about adventurers. When he learned that they could take on quests all over the land and make a living from them, he couldn't help but feel excited. After all, he was in another world, of course he wanted to explore it. And if he could make money while traveling, even better. So Jack decided he'd visit the guild soon. But before leaving the village, there were still a few things he wanted to do. The next morning, he asked the innkeeper how to properly dismember monsters, and that evening, he joined the villagers for a bonfire party. For a few days, Jack lived a peaceful, easy life until the day of his departure finally arrived. Though he felt a bit reluctant to go, he still wanted to see the outside world. The innkeeper didn't try to stop him. She simply handed him a lunchbox she had made herself. Having received so much kindness from everyone, Jack wanted to do something for the village in return. So he took out the mithril magic ore in an oil lamp, closed his eyes, and imagined the finished product in his mind. Then he cast his spell, merging the two together. When the smoke cleared, a brand new Magitech device sat gleaming on the table. The next morning, all the villagers gathered to see him off. Jack smiled and handed them the device, explaining that it would create a barrier around the village, keeping out anything with ill intent. But as John inspected it, he suddenly froze. The core of the Magitech device was the mithril magic ore. By the time he realized and tried to return it, Jack was already gone. Not long after leaving the village, Jack ran into a giant crab blocking the road. Instinctively, he used his scan skill, and when he discovered the crab was edible, he and Mike instantly decided tonight's dinner was settled. But just as Jack was about to use his skill, Mike jumped in first. With a single roar, he knocked the crab out cold, foaming at the mouth. Before Jack could even react to Mike's power, two more crabs scuttled out, surrounding them. Still, Jack didn't panic. After all, crabs could only walk sideways, or so he thought. The next second, the crab suddenly charged straight at him. That's when Jack remembered this was another world. Just as the claws were about to strike him, Mike swooped in and lifted him into the air. The two crabs, unable to stop in time, crashed right into each other. But before Jack could breathe a sigh of relief, the first crab, the one that had fainted earlier, suddenly lunged toward him again. Jack quickly drew a branch of the world tree and swung it down with all his strength. The crab went flying, landing with a heavy thud on the ground. Jack couldn't help but grin. That hit felt good. When dinner time came, Jack started preparing the crab legs. He boiled a large pot of water, tossed all the crabs in, and seasoned them simply with salt. Good ingredients, he thought, only needed the simplest cooking. As the rich aroma filled the air, Mike could barely hold back anymore. Jack cracked open a crab claw with his bare hands, and the moment they took a bite, the sweet, juicy flavor exploded in their mouths. It was even tastier than King Crab from his previous world. That meal only made Jack more excited for the adventures ahead. After several